Welcome to Fringe Fanatics with Chad Lee and Chris Sane.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is episode 169 of the Fringe Fanatics Sports Podcast. I am Chris Zane.
I am Chad Lee. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of Fringe Fanatics. We are pumped. Baseball is here.
There's a lot going on. I'm loving it, man.
A lot of stuff.
Back.
Baseball's back. We are into the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Final Four.
This is March Madness.
March Madness.
Yes. Like King Leonidas, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is madness. Yeah.
You should have kicked me in the chest into a giant pit.
Yeah, we should have. Oh, it's great. And then we got F1 this weekend.
Yep, F1 is back after
good
a
UFC fight this weekend too.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring that up on the notes.
I didn't think it was worthy of it, but now that I just remembered it, we could mention it. But yeah, Izzy's fighting Joe Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that it's like a fight night.
Yeah,
that's like actually not a fight night in a sense.
You know like a pretty, it could be a main card. Yeah, for sure. Last week's was awesome.
But all right, well, we are into it. How was your weekend, sir?
It was pretty much a couch potato weekend, man. We did it. It was a busy weekend, the previous one, so we did a lot of catching up on shows, watching a lot of The Boys.
The Boys is out again?
No, we're just. I'm kind of like having her rewatch it to get ready for the new one coming out April 8th because it was like 3 years ago since it came out, about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, I mean, I started and then she's kind of catching up to me. Then she finished Gen V and then we started Rooster with Steve Carell.
Is that good?
I really think Bill Lawrence is becoming like one of my favorite showrunners out there.
Okay.
Man. Shrinking, Scrubs, and I've heard that the new reboot of Scrubs is good.
See, and I've heard other people say it wasn't. I haven't watched it yet. We're going to finish, because I said we started rewatching all the old ones.
Yeah.
So we're like, I don't know where we're at. But
I didn't plan on it at all, because I was so upset. I'm like, man, why did they bring the show back? Why can't they just let
sleeping dogs lie?
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
You know?
And I've heard good things, so I'm going to check it out. And yeah, Bill Lawrence, I didn't realize it. And then we started this one. I mean, it's just hilarious. Dr. Cox plays this professor who's just like that like super fit guy that's intense and he does cold plunges and saunas. We've only watched the first episode. It's great. And then we started this new one on Prime with Nicole Kidman and Jamie Lee Curtis called Scarpetta. There's just so much, like, it's pretty much just subscribed to everything, so it's great.
There's just too much shit to watch.
No, actually, it's great. We have a shared note. I see it here. That's shows on the lineup. And yeah, it's nice because, I mean, like, we never run out of stuff to watch. Like, people are like, impossible. Oh, man, I don't know what to watch. I'm like, are you kidding me?
There are times when if I don't know what I'm looking for, and like you get into that like scrolling mode, it is sometimes hard to pick something because like you just like go through like 50 things and you're like, shit, I don't even know what I all just looked at.
I don't know, man. Dude, I have like this mental cue because like on my way home, I'm like, okay, when I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna watch this. Like tonight, whenever the night ends and she's gonna go take a bath, I'm gonna throw Daredevil on because Daredevil is back. 2 episodes tonight on Disney Plus. I am super psyched for this, man.
And that was one I have yet to get into.
Oh, God. The Netflix show was brutal, and then the Disney one is just even better.
Nice.
I mean, it's going to lead into, it was announced today that the Punisher special presentation, it's like going to be like an hour-long, hour-and-a-half kind of feature on him, which is May 12th, and then that'll lead into Spider-Man Brand New Day. So,
damn.
Dude, it's
things are popping.
Yeah,
I'm
tuned in.
You're tuned in, locked in.
Oh yeah,
he's locked in.
But yeah, that's pretty much about it, man. We ordered pizza Friday and Saturday night.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, Pizza Hut loves us,
dude. That's good.
Yeah.
I haven't had pizza in a while. Did you get a big New Yorker yet?
That's exactly what I got, dude. It was great, man.
Figured you would.
I haven't gotten it in a long time, and the last time I had gotten it, I was like, whatever. But it's been a while since I got it, and dude, it hit. It was so good.
It's a damn good pizza.
Yep. And
you can't really go wrong with it.
No, and then we just grilled cheeseburgers Sunday night, but that was fun. But yeah,
nice.
That's about it. Yeah.
Nice.
What about you?
Ours was a little bit of the opposite. We didn't do too much couch potatoing. We did a lot of outdoor work this weekend.
Kept working on the garden.
Yeah, got the mound garden close to being ready. That's like where we're gonna grow all of our like beans and like your squashes and stuff. We're gonna do some corn as well.
Wow.
So we got that pretty much ready to go. And then I burned a bunch of weeds because we've got those damn goat heads.
Oh God,
they're terrible, and
dude,
the dogs are
hurt,
traumatized.
Oh, it hurts, it hurts to pull them out.
Yeah,
those things suck.
Yeah, one of our dogs like it is like deathly afraid of walking out there right now because they're all over. So I did a bunch of burning too, which is fun. I just get like a big propane torch, and I'm just like.
Do you have like a hose ready because of like the burn ban kind, or just?
I don't
like
worry about that. No, we're out in the country. It's Hudson.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I mean, we probably did have a burn ban, but I wasn't. It's like grass in my backyard, like dead grass and weeds. So I'm not worried about it like starting a forest fire. But probably shouldn't have been doing that. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta live on the edge.
Yeah, you gotta burn them goat heads, man.
And then I got one of those self aerators, like the one you step on.
Yeah.
And I did that to the whole front yard. And I was like, in my head before I started, I was like, this isn't gonna take that long. But then you really think about it, it's only like this wide. So
you
it's
got
like
so much square footage to cover.
And then back and then back. So yeah, that took a long time. But other than that, we did get a bunch of stuff done, so it was pretty productive.
Yeah, good for you.
Saturday, I want to say I smoked some salmon. We did grilled salmon Friday night. Saturday, I smoked the rest of the fillet of salmon.
Okay.
And we cut it up for snacks to take with us to work and shit to eat. And then Sunday, we did wings. So I always love a good wing down. So that was good, man. And we have been watching. It's funny because we started watching a show that's basically what I was talking about, what I was watching prior to us getting going. It's Killer Confessions on HBO Max.
I think her mom watched that.
Oh, really?
I think it was funny because when I went back for Christmas, I got her logged into my HBO. And so it's a really interesting way to see somebody's personality and what they watch.
She's just watching a bunch of like
nothing but murder stuff, dude. That's it. Like, should we be worried about your mom?
You might want to be a little bit worried. I don't know.
It cracks me up.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. It's like that same thing, but it's like about this like crazy Texas Ranger who's like the best at interrogating.
Oh wow!
And he's like a pompous prick about it too.
It's like a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Cool.
Like this is a real guy, and it is like I wish there was more like actual footage of the interrogations. Like the one we watched last night, there was, but there are some times where I was like, I wish there was more. There is some like reenactment stuff. And I'm like, don't even reenact.
I remember, I think it was like 911 that I used to watch back in the day. You remember that show where they would like reenact 911?
Oh yeah.
Or Unsolved Mysteries, and I think they would do that. And it was really cheesy.
Like, it's like just don't
just
even
leave
it
alone.
I don't need to see some no-name actors trying to pretend they're murderers. You know what I mean?
It's not worth it.
I'm all right, But
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, so it was a pretty good weekend. Very productive.
Did you watch any March Madness?
I did watch a little bit of March Madness, but I'm not gonna lie, I've not been too into it this
year. It's not like something you've kind of always watched a whole lot.
No, it's never been something I'm super into. And then like just like with the NIL stuff this year, I'm like, dude, I don't even know who's good right now. Like, and I think case in point, you see a lot of teams that got upset. Which I don't know if that necessarily plays into the NIL thing or it's just, I don't know.
There hasn't been, other than Florida, there really hasn't been any big upsets. So, it's kind of been chalk most of the way.
I thought there was one in the first couple days.
Kentucky, that was kind of a good one.
Oh, well, no, I did watch a good portion of North Carolina losing.
Yep.
And that was kind of an upset.
And
it's like an 11 and like I think there were
6.
Yeah, that's kind of an upset.
I had UNC to lose because they weren't really good this year, and so that kind of worked out. But the NIL is kind of proving that it's going to be hard to have Cinderellas that might be more than like a 4 or 5 seed. So.
Yeah, because I mean anybody who's like in the bottom, it's just the gap between you and the top 5 is just immense.
The cream rises to the top.
Rises to the top.
I think we just titled the episode.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I haven't been watching a lot. I did. It's unfortunate when they have these double dipperoos with the Avalanche and the Nuggets, because it's been that literally the last 3 times they've played.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and then Friday night sucked. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday night sucked. Sunday was okay. I enjoyed Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Friday night they both lost, and I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, last time you were over here, they unfortunately lost in a shootout to the Stars.
Yeah, but I didn't mind that one because it's kind of a wash.
Yeah.
Because in the overall grand scheme of things,
Still
nobody
get 2
gained
points.
anything. Well, both teams got a point, but they just stayed tied basically.
Yeah.
But then luckily the Stars lost a couple games, and now
that's good.
They're kind of in the rear view as long as nothing happens.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But so it was a sport-filled weekend. But I didn't get as into it as I probably should have. But what are you gonna do?
To each their own, man.
To each their own, indeed.
Yep.
But let's get into it, man. It's
Talk about
time
some sports ball.
for some headlines. Let's get into the NFL.
Are you ready for some football?
It's football, bro.
Happens. It's football. 69 offense. He's giving them the business.
It's Tuesday night, but you know what? We're here nonetheless. All the same, here we be. We did have some pretty big stuff happen. Mainly one big thing, and we're going to get in that one right now.
There was a huge thing today, though. It's not on the docket right now, but we'll just give it a quick little mention. Joe Flacco signs with the Bengals.
I was going to mention it with the Rodgers thing, but yeah, 41 years young.
Yeah.
Signs with a new team.
Maybe that's a sign
He's
Burrow's
unstoppable. Man, maybe.
leaving. I saw something that James Harrison is like begging Joe Burrow to leave for the Steelers.
I mean,
That would be a smart move for him.
it probably would, in all honesty. At least they'd put a team around you that won't get you murdered on the regular deal.
I was trying to remember, like, they got DK Metcalf, and then they just got somebody else, too, and I can't remember who it was in free agency, but I was like,
Who?
The Steelers.
Oh, it was another wide receiver, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't remember who they paired up with him, but yeah, we'll look into it a little bit later. The first news on the docket is JSN, the reigning offensive player of the year, gets an extension, 4 years, $168 million. That's going to total out to about $42 million per year, now making the highest paid NFL in history, surpassing Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Jamar Chase sitting at $40.25 million, JSN 42.15. And this is coming off of a season in which he led the NFL with 1,793 yards, 15.1 yards per catch on 119 grabs with 10 touchdowns. He also led the NFL with 14.5 scrimmage yards per touch. So he's a guy that takes the top off the defense and will generally make do with what he does with the ball and take it to the end zone.
He's so great at separation. There's a really famous picture of all these Ohio State wide receivers on the same team. It's insane that they just didn't go through and dominate, but when you look at who their quarterback was, CJ Stroud, that kind of explained it, because at one point they're on the sideline, they were like kind of huddling up, and you had Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Chris Olave, and then I think...
Oh, you're talking about Ohio State.
At Ohio State. And then
somebody had to leave to go somewhere else because they couldn't get playing. It was Jameson Williams, I think, left to go play.
Oh, did he? Because he went to Alabama. He was on
he
Alabama.
went to Alabama. He left because he
I
couldn't
didn't know
get
he
playing
Oh, wow.
time
Damn, that's nuts.
because of who all was on
He's
that
so
team.
fast, too. I think there might be a fifth one, too, but I just can't remember who it was. But, yeah, you look at that squad, and then out of all of them, JSN's the best. He's the first one to get a huge deal. He's a Super Bowl champ now. And, yeah, his just ability to create separation is, up there with, like, Cooper Kupp, I think, whenever Cooper Kupp was at his peak.
Yeah, no, and then, we've got somebody who learned from Cooper Kupp in Puka Nacua, who's probably going to surpass this deal when he gets paid.
Yeah, and it's kind of surprising. The Rams, instead of doing something like Howie Roseman, they're waiting to pay Puka Nacua. It could be because he's acting a little erratic this offseason, and also because he is so much more of a blocker and uses his body. He's so much more of a physical receiver. They might be waiting to see how the length and durability plays out before they pay him.
Yeah, I mean, he has been doing some weird stuff. You look at his brother in the UFL, just got suspended for slapping that fan. I think they suspended him for most of this year after he jumped up in the stands and slapped a fan.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of wild cards in the Nakua family. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that plays out. But I do see what you're saying there, because it would make sense to pay him sooner than later, because you see every single wide receiver deal is setting the bar.
Yeah.
So it's just like, where do you want to set the bar? Like now when it's 50 million?
And that's why Roseman is such a genius, because he pays Devontae Smith early, and then you save money. It's just that's what he does on the Eagles after those 3 years.
Yeah. So
Let's
move on. Yeah. This one was pretty funny, and honestly, I guess it goes to show that quarterback from the Team USA was not lying.
No.
The NFL didn't realize what they were getting into.
Yeah. I don't think anybody should be surprised either, because you think about it. Here's a good analogy for you. Could you imagine Novak Djokovic tomorrow picking up pickleball? He would not be very good. In the same way, when it comes to something else along those lines, like golf. Take a look at some of these, like Scotty Scheffler. If he steps into TGL, that's kind of the same. There's a big one tonight. Tiger Woods is finally golfing again.
What is it? Is the TGL?
Yeah,
right?
TGL. Yeah. But something like that, where it's kind of a different sport, and that's just it. Is like, these guys are made for this. They're trained for it. And what the NFL players and Tom Brady was kind of talking about, he's like, it was kind of a bullshit excuse. He goes, we were trying to use some passing concepts that might have been a little too complicated. No. It's like, no, man. For one, you're playing the game. Years old.
He did. You see that little woo? When he was back there, he did. He's a little elusive still.
But the key is speed. That's exactly
speed, and like I said, elusive. They
said they didn't know how they weren't really prepared on how to make the opponent not catch the flag. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah,
it's not.
And you see those guys, and they're
dancing out there, dude,
and like getting down low,
and their play calls and stuff. They would drop back the pass and be like, "Oh, there's 20 yards right there. Let me just take off."
Yeah,
like they were so much better prepared for this. I love this, because I don't think the NFL needs to be in this. NBA going to play basketball for the Olympics, the game's pretty much the same. There's only very few nuances, but when it comes to this, the game's so different. They need to use people that are pro flag football players.
Well, and they didn't take it seriously at all. I think they had 5 practices prior. Sean Payton's the head coach. He got embarrassed out there. Greg Olson at one point said they had a couple of half-assed walkthroughs this week. And I think the NFL just thought, we're going to come in here and show you why we are going to be the Team USA flag football. And that is not what happened.
They got blown out
all
in both games. I think one was 43-16, and then the other one was
we had 39-16, 43-16, 34-26. Tom Brady's team went 0-2 on the day. In the final game, though, it was a little bit closer. 24-14. But who we were speaking of, Daryl Hausch Doucette III is the quarterback who was the most vocal. And I think when we first heard it, I was like, come on, you're acting a little crazy. But he backed it up, dude. They were in another league.
Yeah. Well, and I think
they were in the flag football league.
Yeah. And I think Mahomes knew it too, because after he made those statements, Mahomes, when some NFL players were like, "Oh, I want to go play," he was flat out like, "No, that's a young man's game. You guys can go do that."
Yeah.
And I was so glad that he didn't want to play.
Yeah. And then did you see Joe Burrow
juking and stuff?
Well, and then that one, his leg was almost hyperextended, and I was like, "Oh my god, if he blew his knee!"
Yeah.
A guy who's already missed a good chunk of his career.
Yeah.
to do that in a flag football game, oh my god.
There was a funny Twitter post that was like, could you imagine being a Bengals fan watching Joe Burrow run on
Here's
his ACLs out there? Like, that would just be awful. I mean, it's not that important, you know. Like,
exactly. Like, dude, this is not even. This is like what am I thinking? Trying to think of. It's just like a exhibition.
Yeah, that's all it is, you know. Because and the thing of it is like in the grand scheme of things, like. What's more important to these NFL players, a Super Bowl or a gold medal for flag football?
Yeah.
If it was real football and the whole
That's
world
what I'm saying.
played football,
Then
it'd be a little different thing.
Like, I got a gold medal for flag
football. Okay, cool. But yeah,
we learned a thing this weekend, and I think the NFL as a whole learned a lot as they had no idea what they were doing. Elusive or not, they got destroyed. I did see that there was a lot of shit talking between Logan Paul and a lot of people, which is pretty funny. I don't know if it was real, but I saw Gronk talking shit to him, like they were gonna fight or some shit.
Apparently, there's a good chance that because WrestleMania is in Vegas here coming up, and I'm sure they're kind of, you know, with Tom Brady and the Raiders, I'm sure they're kind of setting up some type of script there.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, there's got to be something going on, that this is like a job for, like, I think that's what they call it in the WWE. It's like the bit or something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I can't follow those soap operas.
Yeah. Hey, leave him alone, okay?
Oh, I just, you know, that's what it is. Yeah, it's like, it's drama, man.
I still have been watching a lot of old school wrestling promos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I've been really into it, yeah.
Old school wrestling was cool.
Yeah, a lot of Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, dude. One of the goats, man. One of the goats. Yeah.
But let's move on to the third thing here. Cam Scatabo, I mean, he just... Dude, I love the guy, but I think he might already have CTE.
Yeah, I think someone needs to hire a PR guy for him, because he was on a podcast and said, I don't believe CTE is real. I don't even think asthma is. He said asthma's fake. And then not long after, he tried reeling it in, but, you know. The internet's forever. So
it is. And now his mom's getting involved. His mom said, if only people knew how many times Cam had to run and get mom's inhaler, they'd realize the sarcasm. But like, nobody knows that. And then when you make crazy ass wild statements, people are going to make you either pay for it or explain it, one of the two.
Yeah, especially the way he delivers it too. I mean, he's hilarious. He's got a grill and everything. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like Macklemore out there as a running back, so it's just kind of insane. So.
Yeah. So he basically said, I recently did an interview and had a lapse in judgment, which resulted in me making a tasteless joke about CTE and asthma. It was never my intention to downplay the seriousness of head injuries or asthma. I sincerely apologize to anyone that was offended by my remarks, and I assure you that I will be more mindful and respectful going forward. Much love.
Much love.
Much love. Nice. No cap.
Well, it'll be interesting to see his return after breaking his ankle last year.
Yeah, I hope he can continue to do well. He was a good story. So if anything, he at least had that going for him.
Now he's got John Harbaugh as a coach. That should be good.
Yeah, John Harbaugh. Yeah. But this is one, I don't know, did you see this? I wanted to bring this up because I do think...
I saw it a couple weeks ago when it came out. It's pretty interesting.
I could see it maybe, at least one part, maybe come to the NFL. And I do think... The reason why I would say that is because with the fact that these field goal kickers are damn near kicking 70-yard field goals, you got to kind of, and you're already taking away a lot of other stuff they do. Yeah. You got to kind of give them something, a little something here.
I don't see the owners kind of going for it. I
don't, but I could just see it making the game a lot more entertaining.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just don't think, because there's so much that there was a lot of pushback even on the kickoff. This was such a dramatic change, but let's go ahead and explain it. The UFL has introduced a major innovative rule changes to increase scoring and excitement, including a 4-point field goal from 60-plus yards, and then a ban on the tush push, which I love, and then no punting, and I also love this one too, no punting allowed once a team crosses the 50-yard line.
I do like that too. Like, you have to go for it.
This is like NFL blitz rules.
Or you kick a field goal.
Yeah. It's great, and I think the UFL has set a precedent for some things in the NFL, like the new kickoff. But we'll see. I definitely think like the ban on the tush push. I'm really shocked that nobody in the competition committee has kind of like brought up the tush push this year. Maybe it's because the Eagles weren't as successful with it.
Yeah, and I think they just kind of realized after it got shot down last year, it's like, I don't know if it's ever going to get passed.
Yeah.
Because it's at the end of the day, it's still just, I don't know. It is what it is. They did add like a new 3-point conversion. That's not what I was talking about. It was mainly, I do feel like these kicking and the punting stuff, I do like that because it makes the game more like you have to score.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes each possession that much more.
This is like Madden.
You can't pin them on the one.
How many times are you playing like your nephew or something like that in Madden, and you're on like the 40? It could be 4th and 20, and you're just like, you're just gonna go for it, fuck it, man. It's just like, let's have fun.
Yeah. It's the Dan Campbell method.
One thing I would like the NFL to change is like instead of the onside kick, which is down to like 2% of success rate, is instead of that, if you want to go from like your own 40-yard line, but it's like fourth, pretty much like you got to get 20 yards and you get the ball back.
Yeah.
That's, I think, that's worth something there.
Yeah. I mean, there could be some things here that could change stuff just with the way things are going and the changes that have been made. I do feel like there almost needs to be a couple changes to kind of bring things back a little bit, but I don't know if that's going to happen. The NFL is its own juggernaut and doesn't listen to anybody, although the UFL has kind of in the past provided some, it's almost like a testing / proving ground.
Yep.
Because that's where we got the replay official up top.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember. That was, but I mean, in the UFL, they can like override any, which I think that should still be a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where the up top guy can just be like, no, you guys fucked that up.
A lot of news going on right now. We didn't put it on the docket, but
I didn't know where it was going to go. But
I wanted to wait as well to see kind of where it goes. But right now, the referees are in a new CBA negotiation, and it is not looking like it's going to get resolved anytime soon. So we could have the replacement refs.
The replacements could be back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. At this point, I feel like the refs have no real ground to stand on because so much of what's going on in the NFL is due to their lack of I guess, accuracy or just knowing what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they have no bargaining chips, and I could easily see us having replacement refs again because I don't know how this is going to get, all smoothed out by the fact or by the time the season kicks off.
No,
so
it's just a shame. There's an easy fix to this. You could easily type this into Google or Chat GPT, whatever you want to use, and find out what these refs' full-time jobs are. So many of them are involved in finance.
They're like lawyers, real estate agents.
And so they have like most of them are pretty much all of them are white-collar jobs where they're making over about $100K a year, but that still involves like a mortgage and stuff like that. And so if the NFL was like, okay, we'll pay you that salary that you're doing as a lawyer, we'll even bump it up like 20, 30 grand. But here's the training that you're going to do in the off season.
Yeah. Well, it's like the fact that they don't have to do like any real
press conferences,
training or like anything.
Yeah.
So like real quick, I just pulled this up. The NFL is preparing for the possibility of replacement officials in the 2026 season, proposing a rule change for one season that would allow the replay center in New York to correct any clear and obvious mistakes by on-field officials in case of a work stoppage. So yeah, we could easily see what we were just talking about, where the eye in the sky has the final word and can easily make a call and change a play like that, rather than having to go to replay or anything like that. So it's definitely going to be something that we're going to have to pay attention to. I think definitely as we get a little closer to the actual off-season, camps, training camps, stuff like that. If this isn't resolved, it's going to become a real thing.
Yes, indeed.
So,
yeah.
But let's move to Story 5, where Mike McCarthy was actually asked about the possibility of a Rodgers reunion, and he did, he didn't necessarily shut it down, but we all know how Aaron Rodgers works, and it has to be all about him.
Last minute. He
Did this last year with the Steelers as well. And he waited until right before training camp to announce it. But Mike McCarthy was at a Green Bay Packers alumni thing. I think they were. It was like a celebration of the former owner who passed away. Oh wait, I think I might have said that wrong. Hold on a minute. Oh, yes. Speaking of the celebration of life for former Packers team president Bob Harlan, not owner.
Their fans own him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. However that works.
Yeah, if you were a fan, you could buy into it.
We should own a part of the Packers.
I would never do that in a million years.
Dude, I don't think it's that much.
Loyal, man. No, I know.
But as the show...
Yeah,
we own, like, the Fringe Fanatics owns a portion of the Packers.
Just like a 0.0001%.
We'll like hang a little thing that just says proud owner of the Packers.
We send emails in that's like bench love.
Yeah,
I'm an owner. Listen to me.
Listen, damn it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was basically a celebration of life for Bob Harlan. And someone from ESPN asked him, like, what would you think about it? He's like, obviously, it'd be a great story. I don't know if Rodgers is returning to Pittsburgh, and I would love to tell everybody breaking news, but obviously he doesn't know. But yeah, it would be kind of an interesting thing. I don't know if that's happened before, where a guy has had a head coach twice, but 20 years apart.
Yeah, different teams.
Yeah, different teams.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting story, nonetheless, but.
Yeah, I don't really see them improving much this year, even with Rodgers coming in.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know who they're going to go with, though. They're going to have to try to find... I mean, they do have Will Howard there. They need... I think that's who their quarterback is.
That's who they drafted was Will Howard, and then... Rodgers.
Yeah. I don't know. Because it's just like... It was so funny, those times where they would run that QB sneak and he would back...
Michael Pittman.
Good call.
Yeah. I just looked it up because I was like, who else went there?
Yeah.
It was the other Colts receiver.
Yeah, that's a good one-headed, 1-2 punch right there with those wide receivers.
Yeah, Speedy Pittman and giant DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
But
go route.
That does it for the NFL. Let's jump into the NBA.
Let's go to the Daily Dog.
I'm sorry, I hit the thing too soon. Let's get into the Daily Dog. Daily Dogs out.
I added this to the notes. For some reason, the link's not pulling up on the computer, so I'm just going to read it from my phone. I had to cover the coach for Penn State wrestling. If you're not aware, Penn State has been dominant over the wrestling in NCAA.
I was trying to figure out who this was. I even Googled it, and I was like, I don't know who he's talking about.
Yeah, I saw this come up on my Facebook feed for ESPN MMA, and it's just insane, the dominance. I mean, you talk about dynasties like UCLA and stuff back in the day. This is the run this guy's on. And so over the weekend, the NCAA Wrestling Championships took place, and Penn State head coach Cale Sanderson continues to take the Nittany Lions to new heights and become one of the most dominant programs in all of collegiate sports. The Lions clinched their 5th straight team national title and 13th in the last 15 seasons, all coached by Sanderson. And you know who also came from there? Bo Nickel. He was
Bo Nickel. Good old Bo Nickel.
It's just insane, man. 13 out of 15. I mean, if you look at other programs like Iowa, Missouri was really good. That's where Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley came out of. It doesn't hold a candle. This guy is a wizard at coaching wrestling.
Yeah, and you got to take your hat off to him, because to have that much dominance for this long of a time is pretty damn good.
Yeah, 5 straight. That's why you're my daily dog, Mr.
Daily
Cale Sanderson.
Cale Sanderson. Daily dogs out. You are a daily dog. Well, I'm gonna pick somebody who we've featured a few times here, just because he's done some amazing things over the last couple of years, and that is Mr. Alexander Ovechkin. And I wanted to play you real quick a little clip here of what exactly he did. So let me get this going.
McMichael for Hudson. Good look. Strome and Ovechkin fires. He scores! Alex Ovechkin on the power play. 1,000 goals combined. Regular season and playoffs.
Yes, he is only behind Mr. Wayne Gretzky. And I forget what his total is, but it's definitely, I think it's like 1,060 or something like that. So he could catch him. He definitely could catch him. So hats off to Mr. Alexander Ovechkin as he nets his 1,000th goal in regular season and playoffs combined. So he is my daily dog.
I
for that
saw
reason.
a good post on Twitter. He even did it from his office. Where
Oh yeah, that's
like his spot.
Yeah,
right
he
there,
sets up right there where they face off, and he just unleashes from that spot. And there's like been a bunch of jokes of like, dude, he could play to 50, and like just you don't need to skate,
just stay right
once
there.
we go across the line, skate to that spot and wait.
We'll pass it.
yeah, and then just
it's such a fast slap shot.
yeah, I think it was like 98. So, and he's 40-some years old, still hitting it that hard. So,
one of the goats.
he is one of the goats, one of the best around. Never gonna let you down. All right, let's get into now the NBA.
Magic, right side to Scott. Slam dunk. 4 seconds. 3 seconds left. Why are they not fouling? Jumper Murray. Denver bounce.
Pump fake for two. Kobe's got the Laker record. 81-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed the second greatest scoring performance in NBA history.
Well, still,
Come on. I'm burning. I need to burn.
I think it's more meaningful than Bam's.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, it was pretty dumb because the first news that we're going to hit is Luka Doncic scored another 60-point game. I think this was on Saturday. And we were just talking about Bam's 83-point game. And Bam came out and was like, oh, yeah, I remember it's pretty tough to get to 60. But kind of just made some, I can't quite remember verbatim what he said, but just kind of was like giving him some shade because he didn't get to 83.
Yeah, well, also, I don't think they were trying to just send him to the line so he could get 83.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did this all against, this was Thursday, with 14.86.
Thursday.
Yeah, 14.8 seconds remaining, needing to make one of two of his three throws to reach 60 points. He ends up getting it, and the Miami Heat's home crowd was chanting MVP for Luka Doncic. So, pretty wild that he even got the home team chanting for him. And right now, honestly, I think he's got a strong case. The Lakers are on an 8-1 win streak right now. Just
got snapped last night.
Just got snapped last night. So
Pistons.
Thankfully, the Pistons beat them.
Yeah.
But he's got
They're playing good right now.
I wouldn't say he shouldn't deserve it. I think Shea's gonna get it. Wemby says he deserves it.
I know. I
He
saw
came out
that.
and
Yeah,
said,
I wish Wemby would get it. I think Jaylen Brown should get it. You look at SGA's team and how they play when he's not there. It's not even like he's noticeable.
Yeah.
It's like when he's not there, they still dominate because they tackle people. But yeah, that's what happens. But the Lakers are now 2 games up on the Nuggets. We'll get into the standings here later. But hats off to, and the reason why Luka won't get it is because he's widely criticized.
Right side to Scott.
For not playing defense, and so that's kind of his big weak and hole in his game.
Yeah, we shall see. Let's move into the second story here, where Mr. Kevin Durant has passed Michael Jordan for number 5 on the all-time scoring list. He's got 4 more guys to go, and he says he's going for him. He said 4 more to go. He wants to be the best. We'll see. He might be able to play until he's 50.
He just put up 40 points a couple nights ago.
Yeah, so in order to pass him, he scored 27 points in the Rockets' 123-122 win over the Miami Heat on Saturday night to move past Jordan. He was the second pick of the 2007 draft, had 21 points entering the fourth quarter, and made a three-pointer with less than 5 minutes left to inch close to passing Jordan. Durant did it on his next shot, sinking another 3 from nearly the same spot in the right corner to give him 32,294 points, 2 more than Michael Jordan. So,
Did you hear that?
I thought it was the water.
Is she? Oh yeah, she was.
It's okay. I don't know if we can really hear it.
But yeah, the Rockets are slumping right now. So, the Nuggets.
Nuggets need that because they were kind of nipping at their heels there for a little bit. And unfortunately, with the tiebreaker that the Lakers own, we would have to now pass them in order to get ahead of them. So it's looking like the 4 seed might be the Nuggets seed, and we will probably be facing the Timberwolves in the first round, which I do not like.
No, me either.
But it is what it is.
Jokic does have a good time against Gobert, so where there is that.
And we're almost healthy. Almost.
Yep.
Peyton Watson, as long as he could come back and just stay healthy.
Yep.
I think they're going to do all right. But let's move in to another team who right now cannot stay healthy whatsoever. The Warriors get another extremely unfortunate injury last night. And this one, it's tough to watch because it's non-contact. And, literally, you see his knee explode.
Yeah.
And he basically just, as he jumps, his knee pops and he just is like, ah! And just, it sucks, man.
There's a close-up where he was laying on the floor and someone got the picture of his knee, and it looks totally separated. It came out today that he has a torn patellar tendon, obviously done for the year. And this is significant because they're already without Curry. They're already without Draymond Green. They traded away Kuminga. They've been without their starters for close to going on 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, before I changed it yesterday, I had Curry was set to start contact practice. So he's been on non-contact practice for the majority of this time now as he's been returning. Just got to the point where he's going to start doing contact practice, and then this happens. And, unfortunately, his patellar tendon just exploded.
If I were him, I would ask to be sat down. Currently, right now, they're sitting at the 10th seed. And if anybody didn't hear about this, it's kind of intriguing, and it's kind of cool, too, because so his dad, Del Curry, was famous for playing for the Hornets, and he's getting his jersey retired by the Charlotte Hornets. And Curry kind of teased possibly going there. In a roundabout way that, I wouldn't rule anything out. That's where he's from, is North Carolina. And to go finish his career on the team that his dad was famous for playing for, it's a pretty cool story. I know he played his whole career for the Golden State Warriors, but, you look at where they're at right now. They need
a full rebuild.
Far from contention. So
yeah, and
you look at the Hornets, Con Knuppel, LaMelo Ball, they're balling right now.
Yeah, Con Knuppel, or whatever you want to
The Nipple King.
The Nipple. Dude's, speaking of Steph Curry, what a guy to pair him up with.
Dude.
Someone who's, he just beat his
rookie
3-point record.
A while
2
months
ago.
before the season's over with.
A while ago. So, imagine pairing him up with Steph. And
what did that give you, glimpses of? Clay and Steph.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Except
what that
one's means. 20 and one's on his way out. But
and white.
Yeah, one's clearly a different color. Although Clay wasn't.
He was a light skin brother. He's a little dark now that he's dating Megan Thee Stallion, though.
Steph's a little light too, But yeah, that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that. I could definitely see it, and it would make sense, cool. Man. It would make a lot of sense. So this one I did want to bring up real quick. The 65 game rule has come into question, and this time I think I actually appreciate the reasoning behind it, as Cade Cunningham is kind of at the forefront as to why this should be a thing. Again, I still am like, dude, you play 82 games, you should be able to play at least 2/3 of them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I don't have any problem with the 65 game rule. They did it because of Embiid.
Yeah, that was pretty much why, is just because he was, always hurt. But this one's just kind of a real shitty situation, and unfortunately for Cade Cunningham, it's kind of just one of those weird things where I'm still not entirely sure how it happened. They said it might have happened when he fell down to the court at one point and landed on his back, but he suffers a collapsed lung.
That's rough.
And
did we cover this last week, or did it happen
I think
afterwards?
we touched on it. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But it's a huge thing. He needs to play in 5 more games to qualify for the end of season awards, and I don't think he's going to do that. It sounds like they're going to shut him down, possibly for the rest of the entire year.
Yeah,
not just the regular season.
Geez, not the playoffs too, man. That sucks.
I don't know. I mean,
well, they're 3-0 since he's been out. They have got a good young crew there. Tobias Harris, I think, is still playing there.
Yeah,
but it is unfortunate. I mean, it seems weird because the Pistons were good for so long, but we've seen the same teams come out of the East for so long. I really was hoping that they would be the ones to come out of the East. They have clinched the playoff spot, and they are sitting at first in the East Division. I'll just go ahead and run through the standings.
Yeah, we're right there anyway.
Yep. So the Detroit Pistons, without him, are sitting at 52-19, 5 games up on the Celtics, who are 47-24. And they're a half game up on the Knicks. And then the Cavaliers, they're 8 games back from the Pistons. And then you got the Raptors at 5, the Hawks at 6. And then since we're getting close to the season, I'll go ahead and finish it off. The Sixers are at the 7th seed, the Magic at the 8th seed, and then the Heat at the 9th seed, and then the Hornets at the 10th seed.
Yeah, and then I will move over to the Western Conference, where the Oklahoma City Thunder have already clinched. And the Spurs are in 2nd behind them. They have actually a chance to catch them, and I didn't think at the beginning of the season we would have anybody catching Oklahoma City with the way they're winning on the clip they were winning at. It almost seemed impossible. Mm-hmm. But now San Antonio, 3 games back.
I hope they catch them.
Possibly catch them, which would be great for everybody in the West to knock the Thunder out of that one spot.
And to circle back to your 65 game, I think Shea can only miss 1 more game before he's ineligible.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'll have to take a look at that. Yeah, I forgot that he missed not 2 months, but it was a few weeks,
3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
I think.
In 3rd, the Los Angeles Lakers, who at this point, they're not going to catch San Antonio 11 games back. They have the tiebreaker over the Nuggets. So the Nuggets, who are in 4th, cannot pass them unless they surpass them in wins.
I think there's 9 or 10 games left.
I believe
depending on where teams are at.
It depends on the team. Minnesota Timberwolves are in 5th. Houston Rockets are in 6th. We have the Phoenix Suns in 7th with a big game tonight against the Denver Nuggets. That could definitely affect where they end up. The Nuggets need that win just to stay where they are at this point.
They have had a good record against the Suns. They for some reason Jokic loves beating them.
Yeah, and I think after the Murray flurry in the bubble against Booker, there's always been a little bit of a good rivalry between those two. So it'll be fun to watch. That game tips off at 9 o'clock tonight?
9 o'clock on NBC and Peacock. It sucks, dude. I love these broadcasts. I don't know how you feel about the Prime one. I like the Prime one too. The NBC Peacock one's my favorite. I love the broadcasters on there. It's so much better than ESPN.
Yeah.
No glitching, and the halftime show is great. But these late start times, man, I can't do it.
That is the unfortunate thing.
That's my bedtime. I'm in my PJs by then.
There is always, especially us, we get screwed not being in the on the coasts. So it's a bummer. But late tip tonight, and we'll see how that goes. Let's move into a little bit of some college basketball here. So let's do it.
That man next to you is a believer. That man next to you is somebody who wants this thing. That man next to you is somebody that got to have it.
This man might be looking for a job next year.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win.
Yeah.
I'm excited about
Google
August.
Is that STS9?
No, that'd be crazy if they played Folsom. Rufus DeSalle.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
August, yeah. The concerts there are fucking sweet, man.
That's cool. Oh, yeah. Well, it's that time. The Sweet 16 is set.
Yep.
Yeah.
We went from 64, now we're down to 16. We're giving you a little preview in the beginning. There wasn't a whole lot of upsets. There was a few Let's see.
I mean, Siena almost pulled one out on Duke there.
That was real close.
That was pretty close.
Duke pulled away in like the last 3. Big one is Texas over BYU. BYU lost their best player about 2 months ago, so that they've kind of been falling off since then. But yeah, now Texas, and then they beat number 3 Gonzaga, so they're an 11 seed playing number 2 Purdue, so that's pretty cool. And then you got to me, you know, a 4 seed never really was considered a Cinderella, but if you think about who this 4 seed is, it's Nebraska.
Nebraska
Going up against Iowa, who beat the number 1 seed, the biggest upset in it so far, on a last-second 3. That game was super exciting. Number 9 Iowa, the Hawkeyes, beat Florida, the defending champs, and you got, then this is pretty cool too, because I mean these guys are already rivals when it comes to football and basketball. They're both in the Big Ten now. Iowa will be taking on Nebraska, and this is pretty cool because Iowa, it's their first time in the Sweet 16 since 1999, and then Nebraska, it's their first time ever in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember Nebraska ever being good at basketball.
Nope.
I know they were good at football. That was, you know. But I honestly, I think one of the biggest things this tournament, in terms of a Cinderella story, would have to be St. John's. I know they've got a hell of a coach, but I just, from who that team is to where they are now, they beat your Kansas Jayhawks.
On a last-second layup, man.
Unfortunately, that was probably a rough one.
You should have just seen my face, because like we're both watching on Sunday.
Like, yeah!
I was just like just this, just like stone.
You just froze
because that makes 4 years, and this kind of made headlines even on PTI today, where it's now 4 years in a row that Bill Self hasn't made it to the Sweet 16. It's crazy because they win the national championship in 2022, I believe it was. I have it somewhere. And then, so I think I've got it on a shirt over there.
Yeah,
but I believe it was 2022. Yeah, and that makes sense because 4 years in a row. After that, it's like you can't get back. And coincidentally, that's when NIL started. He has not, and like kind of the transfer portal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
His whole strategy is basically like going in on one great player like Darren Peterson, and then the rest of the team's pretty mediocre. And I mean, Darren Peterson really wasn't what he was all hyped up to be. And Bill Self has had a ton of health concerns recently. So he even made comments after the game that he's going to discuss the plans with the family. And I would not be surprised if they kind of have a mutual parting of ways. And as much as I appreciate everything he's done for the Jayhawk Nation, I would like to see a change of culture there. And you know he's had a lot of health. Be with family at this time. It's not worth having a heart attack on the court.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, there's another crazy thing too. Did you see what Michigan's paying their players?
Is it 20 million?
I think it's like 10 million is what it is. Yeah. But still, like, that's wild.
Well, it's crazy. You look at these guys on the national, Indiana and Miami and stuff too. And next year we already have projected for the first time 40 million salaries for these NFL, these power.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy. I mean, you look at this, we don't have a school from like a small conference. All 16 schools come from power conferences.
Yeah.
6 of them from the Big Ten. Oh, excuse me, from the Big Ten. Yep. I get ranting, man. I love college basketball.
I get it.
You got Michigan and Alabama. I mean, that sounds like a football matchup, right?
It does.
Yep.
It really does.
Yep. Pretty crazy, but I am gonna take Arizona to win it all.
Arizona to win it all.
That's
okay.
I've got 3 brackets. One of them Michigan, and then I think 2 of them Arizona winning.
Okay.
I saw them a lot in the Big 12, and one KU beat them in one game, and then Arizona beat the hell out of them in another.
Yeah, Arizona looks pretty tough this year, but
yep.
I mean, shit, Michigan State can make a run. Who knows at this point? So
you never know. Tom Izzo, he's always got his team playing well. But Arizona will be going up against John Calipari and Arkansas Razorbacks, who they just had a guy today that signed the first shoe deal with Reebok while in college. First time ever.
Damn. It's happening.
Yep.
I'm surprised it hasn't already happened, to tell you the truth.
I think I thought Caitlin Clark had already done it, but I must be for like men's or something. But yeah, he's like one of their star guards.
I know she had one when she came out.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know.
Either
But
way.
we'll see. We'll give you guys an update. We'll have the Final Four set next week.
Yes, we will. Let's dive into the penalty box real quick. We'll get that out of the way. And then we will move into some F1 and some other cool things that we shall be talking about.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It's over. They did it. They did it. The job is done. The Colorado Avalanche are Stanley Cup champions. And they will lift Lord Stanley a mile high. Here's Ovechkin. Shoots.
Are able to complete it while getting that President's Cup.
Yeah, it would be great. But first story, Colorado Avalanche become the first NHL team to clinch a playoff spot Friday night. It had been just a matter of time for a while, but the way they secured the franchise ninth consecutive postseason appearance was important. They strengthened their hold on the Western Conference with a sharp performance in Chicago during the opener of a 4-game trip. Martin Necas, Brock Nelson, Nazem Kadri, and Valerie Nichushkin scored in a 4-1 victory over the lowly Blackhawks. But, this is a team that's getting healthy at the right time. They're getting Logan O'Connor
today.
and Ross Colton back tonight. The only guy still out is Arturi Lehkonen. This is Logan O'Connor's first game of this season. He had off-season hip surgery and now is back. And he's going to get a little bit of time to ramp up before the postseason here as we are winding down the final games of the season here. And the Avalanche are playing right now 4-1 over Pittsburgh, which is the score they lost to Pittsburgh by the last time they played them, which I believe was on Monday or Tuesday of last week. So.
Penguins are decent, too. They're second place in the Metropolitan.
Yeah. So we are at, let's see here, 59, 69. So we've got 13 games left right now, looking at the Avalanche and games they've played. It's getting close. We're almost there to the Stanley Cup playoffs, and it is going to be a fun one as this season winds down. This is pretty much like when these top teams play, you're looking at playoff hockey. So tune in right now if you can or haven't gotten into it yet. Now's the time to kind of get the juices flowing for the playoff hockey. So
Playoff hockey's great.
yes, indeed.
I just hate the way they seed them. It's just frustrating.
I know, and it's not going to change, unfortunately, because
They're stubborn.
well, yeah, and the commissioner loves it, and he was the one that created it, so he's not going to say that he was wrong. So let's move on to the second story here, as Florida Panthers head coach Paul Maurice will hit another milestone Tuesday night. He will become, well, tonight actually, he will become the 2000th, or he will coach his 2000th National Hockey League game. He will join the legendary Scotty Bowman and only Scotty Bowman as the lone individuals who have coached that many games in the NHL. Also, this is a guy who has made Florida into a powerhouse in the East. So hats off to him. He's definitely going to be getting a lot of congratulatory messages and texts tonight, and hopefully he can get a win. But he has coached 5 different NHL teams in his 31 years in the league. He's only behind Scotty Bowman in terms of games coached. Scotty Bowman's 2,141 is the mark he's looking to get to. But only 59 years old, he definitely has a lot of time to get to that mark. And his 4 seasons with the Panthers have been some of the most successful in his career, having led Florida 3 consecutive Stanley Cup final appearances and back-to-back championships in 24 and 25. So Paul Maurice still doing it at a very high clip as well. So hats off to him, coaching his 2000th hockey game. And let's get into the standings here in the NHL. You will, won't you?
I like hitting the East. All right. Buffalo Sabres. Pretty cool. Got a strong hold on the Atlantic Division with 95 points. 4 points up on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Then you go down to the Metropolitan Carolina Hurricanes, 96 points. Big lead on the second place Penguins, who only have 86 points. And then, you go down to the Western Conference, where Chris will take that over.
Yes, I will. The Colorado Avalanche, 46 wins, 13 losses, 102 points. The Dallas Stars behind them, 43 wins, 16 losses, 97 points. The Minnesota Wild in third place, 40 wins, 19 losses, 92 points. Let's take it over to the Pacific, where the Anaheim Ducks, 39 and 27, 82 points. The Vegas Golden Knights, 32 and 25, 78 points. And the Edmonton Oilers, 34-28 with 77 points. So that will wrap it up. I did want to try and see here real quick. So I was going to look at the wild card standings just to see where we're sitting right now.
So you go to NHL Playoff Watch, and
oh, it's right here. Wild card in the Eastern Conference right now. Boston Bruins and the New York Islanders are sitting in the 1 and 2 wild card spot in the East, with the Red Wings and the Ottawa Senators trying to catch up. Both, Red Wings 84 points behind the Islanders 85, Ottawa at 83. Into the Western Conference, the wild card right now, Utah Mammoth and Nashville Predators, both prehistoric animals, in case you're wondering.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah. So they are, let's see, the Predators are at 75 points, the Kings 2 points back at 73, and the Kraken 3 or 4 points back at 71. So there is some time to make it up, but the Eastern Conference is looking a lot tighter in terms of who can make some headway in the wild card coming down the stretch here. So with that, let us get into, let's do the left one, why don't we?
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Make
vroom,
my heart
vroom.
go boom, boom, boom.
We did get hit for Hans Zimmer, so no more Hans Zimmer, unfortunately.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, Hans and his team are pretty good, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, this weekend we have another Grand Prix on our hands, and it is the Japanese Grand Prix, the Aramco Japanese Grand Prix.
Starting at 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Another late nighter.
Do the math for where you're at, and should be exciting because what I will be interested in is if McLaren can make it out of the starting grid. Oscar Piastri has yet to finish a lap this season. Currently, right now, at the Formula One standings, for the drivers, George Russell is at 51 points, Kimi Antonelli at 47 points, and then Ferrari, Charles Leclerc 34, and then Lewis Hamilton at 33.
Nice.
Yep. Then when you go to the constructors, Mercedes, it's basically Mercedes and Ferrari. I mean, you look, 98 points for Mercedes, kind of running away with it early. Then Ferrari's got 67, and then 18 for McLaren.
Yeah, and another cool thing they're doing this weekend in Japan is the Godzilla liveries on the cars, which is basically just the paint scheme or the wrap, if you will. And the first to come out this week was the Haas cars, and I've always kind of liked the Haas color scheme, but this new Godzilla theme is pretty sweet. I do like it.
Yeah, I like this one. You know, it's cool because like sometimes with the NFL, you know, you'll have alternate uniforms. But it's that's why I thought the the rivalry uniforms are pretty cool this year because they finally kind of really changed them up a lot. But Formula One, they'll change them up and it'll be a whole new looking car. There was also, I'm trying to remember which car it was. I want to say it was Audi that they're doing like this. It's like a crazy looking cat on the front.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah,
so that was cool.
Yeah, so it is interesting, but I think there are going to be more than one team doing the Godzilla liveries, so that'll be cool. But so far, right now, Haas is the only ones that have released theirs in terms of the public for the Godzilla stuff. But still pretty cool. I think we talked about it last week, and I was like, it is kind of messed up that they're like, Godzilla. But then you were like, well, they love Godzilla there. And I'm like, no, they do. And it technically all stems from us bombing them. Really.
Oh. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, because Godzilla was created by like a nuclear bomb in the ocean.
Oh, okay.
I think that's where it all started from. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't know that. But yeah, they seem to love Godzilla. They lean into it quite a bit, and it looks like they're pretty excited about it. The track is really interesting. There's actually an underpass in this one. It's pretty nuts. It comes back around, and then the drivers will be racing over the other guys at a different part of the track.
Oh, that's cool. It's like remember when they were doing the X Games Rallycross?
Oh yeah.
And they would be jumping over, they'd be going under, and like another car would be like jumping over them.
So it's better.
That's all we need
to go off the track.
Yeah, it's for someone to jump another car or something. That'd be sweet.
But savor this race because this will be the last one until May 3rd.
Yeah, that is the one thing. As you get into F1, I still don't fully understand like why the brakes happen. I want to learn that. Like why? I know there's like the mid-season break where they get to go tune the cars again.
Well, this is because they were canceled.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So normally it was gonna be they were gonna go to Bahrain on April.
And then
10th.
Saudi.
Nope. But I think they're a little tense over there. So right
they don't want to get exploded.
Me and Beth were like, "Come to Denver, race at Pikes Peak."
Well, they did. They did a long time ago race in Denver.
Formula One.
There's a Grand Prix in Denver downtown.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I
yeah,
never knew that.
Yeah, they shut down parts of Denver and raced downtown. I mean, it's no different than what is it?
Vegas?
I mean Vegas, same thing. They closed down the streets.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, let's move on. Where are we going next?
We're just gonna touch on baseball real quick, and that's why I've got this shirt out because it's coming back.
It's back.
It's hard to believe baseball starts in March. That's just nuts.
A juvenile delinquent in the offseason.
Yeah.
In his
long
major league
season.
debut. Gonna light your ass up.
Yeah, it is a long season. Yeah,
Oh,
162 games. What do you got?
And this would be perfect. This will lead into the DDOE.
Yeah, definitely. But it is that time, yes. Opening day, opening night now, which I don't know. Did they do this last year? Was there an opening night?
So, yeah, I think what they do is
I knew they always did like baseball tonight on opening day. Like, so like the marquee game would be the primetime game. But now we have an opening night.
Yep. And the Yankees and Giants will lead it off on March 25th. Which should be tomorrow night. Baseball will officially be back. And then Thursday, you get the full slate of games on March 26th. And they're off to the races then. Then you got another 161 games after that.
Yeah, there's a bunch left. I am looking forward to it. The Rockies, we had Ezekiel Tovar out there winning the WBC.
Yep.
So he's got to come back from that to the worst team in baseball. But let's hope he can take a little bit of that mustard energy and win us some games. Maybe we won't lose 100 games this year.
Yeah, because then you guys get like one of the...
They created a new rule for us.
What's that?
That we suck so bad 3 years in a row, we can't have the top pick.
Oh, well, that.
Yeah.
But you guys got like the GM or somebody from the Browns?
Yeah, we got Jonah Hill from Moneyball.
Yes. Yeah.
Which that guy didn't want to be in Moneyball, so they had to like create a character that was him. That was Jonah Hill.
Yep. Yeah.
But yes, the guy from the Browns, and I had no idea.
You look at all the success that the Browns have had.
I mean, they did a lot of good things.
Why wouldn't
they had
Rockies
5
do well?
quarterbacks last year, dude?
Yep.
And they used almost all of them.
Yep.
So they're pretty smart.
They're actually proposing a new rule too. That can we trade our picks 5 years from now?
Yeah. No,
we don't
I
know
saw
if
that.
Earth is gonna be here.
No, it's like NBA, dude. I don't think the Nuggets have a pick for like till 2032.
They kick the can way down the road. It's crazy.
So it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to it. We did have a pretty cool story. Zach Veen, he was our top prospect last year. He quit doing drugs. I think I talked about him. He
Yeah,
quit doing drugs
yeah.
and then
Lost-
gained like
or
40
gained some weight.
pounds
Yeah, that's what
of
it
muscle and looks like a freak of nature. So
That's true.
I'm looking forward to it. But
Yep.
yeah, opening day will be Thursday. So some people be taking the day off. I know a lot of people.
That's true.
I'm trying to think. Are we home this year? Hold on.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited for the Royals, man. Anytime Bobby Witt steps out there, it's always exciting. We got Pasquatch. Of course, Salvador Perez is coming back. I mean, this is like a 16th season, I think. Should be great. I mean, these guys played really good for all their international teams, so hopefully that gives them a surge.
No, the Rockies are on the road for a while. So we don't have actual opening day here, I don't think, until April, unfortunately. But whatever,
Yep.
All anybody does is go downtown and get hammered, and nobody really cares about the game anyway. So that's baseball for you.
Yep. That's what happens when you have a stadium downtown.
Yeah, well, and your team sucks, and the stadium's the only reason people go. So
It's a good way. Like, let's go to the game, and then after the third inning, when they're down 9-0, let's go to Blake Street Tavern.
yeah, exactly. Let's just get the hell out of here. So let's move on. That's it. I think we're done.
Yes, sir.
It's time now. The end of the show where the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. John Daly, grips it, rips it, and hits it hard, man.
I hit it hard, man. So far, man.
Did you see where he slipped?
No, John did?
Yeah, you see this?
No, Daly, Daly down, dude?
Pull up Twitter again.
Yeah, I will. Hold on.
He was hitting off the rough, and it was like a hill, and he hit it, and he just slipped kind of on his belly.
Did he? Oh my God! First thing I saw was an insane knee injury right away.
jeez.
Some soccer player.
Our algorithm on Twitter, man, I can't get on there without in the first 2 minutes seeing a gruesome injury.
Yeah.
Whether it be with sports or not.
Oh, I've got it right here. Hold on. Let me get it up for the people.
Yeah, I mean, this is why he is a legend, because he can bounce back from something like this.
I like how they have the jackass
Jackass
things.
thing.
Let me get this over here real quick.
Yeah, poor John Daly.
Mr. John Daly.
On a steep slope.
Yeah, he's definitely, it's not your average rough. And he's going to go down, and you're about to watch it right now. Daly down, dude. He kept going.
Yeah.
He's like over here now.
He went way down.
He did go down there. That guy ran really far.
Gravity's a bitch, man.
Damn.
Looks like
We
they're
don't
Arizona
see
or
him.
something like
We didn't
that,
get to
too.
see him return either. He's
No.
just gone. We lost John. Daly down.
Oh, damn.
But we're on baseball, and I thought this was a pretty cool story. I was trying to see if there was. I'm sure there's video of it, but we got the Texas Rangers and their manager Skip Shoemaker went to the mound in fifth inning with nobody on, 2 outs, and nobody warming up to casually inform 24-year-old Carter Baumler that he had made the team. Like, maybe you think it's an odd time to drop that news. Maybe then you have no romance. You have no romance whatsoever about baseball.
That's cool.
It is a pretty cool thing. There's a lot of you see a lot of these guys when they get told they're coming up. The managers try to do it in a cool way, and that was a new noise. They try to do it in a cool way, whether it's like, pulling them in their office like they're in trouble or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
This is definitely something that would be cool to see, especially like he's like, why is he coming out here? And he didn't even really know what was going on. And then, it turns out he made the team. And he's kind of had a little bit of a up and down journey to this point. I was trying to get to it. He was drafted by the Orioles, I believe, in, was it 2000? Hold on. I thought this was the same one I was looking at earlier, and it had all of this information in there. Now I can't find it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say something. This is
You
a
say
quote
something.
by Shoemaker. He goes, I'm on social media, but I don't do it a ton. So I'm glad he got this moment that was really good for him, Shoemaker said. I don't do stuff for things to become viral or not. Hopefully when stuff becomes viral, it's a good thing. So that part, I guess, is good. very simple worded answer there.
Yeah.
Really to the point.
Yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, they acquired him from the Pittsburgh Pirates. And then he, let's see here. He was, okay, here it is. Originally selected by Baltimore in the 5th round of the 2020 MLB draft. He ended up losing his first season due to COVID. And then his second season, he did not see official game action because he was recovering from Tommy John surgery. So he just did not have a good start. I mean, what a terrible time to come in when it effectively gets shut down. And yeah, so pretty cool to see. I don't know. We'll see how well he does this year. I hope he does have a very good season this year. It's a cool story. And
yeah, hats off to the manager for doing it like that. They covered this on PTI today, and there was like a video of it. And he's just like cheesing so hard as they walked out too. So that was really cool.
Yeah, no, and like I said, he's like, why they're not going to pull me out right now? Like, what's going on?
Hats off to him. That's awesome. I'm sure John Daly would definitely approve as soon as he gets up from that hill.
Yeah, once they find him, he's down a ways, but once they find him, dang it, he will definitely take his hat off, or his shoes for that matter, as he normally golfs barefoot, for Mr. Carl, who has now effectively made the Rangers and will hopefully have a hell of a season here.
We'll keep
2026
an update on him.
Yes, indeed. Well, it is that time when we must get out of here. We greatly appreciate you guys.
Yes, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Next week we'll have the results of the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8.
Yep.
Yep, and we'll talk about Izzy versus Joe Pfeiffer.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get into that. That will be this weekend. Tune into it, Fight Night. But we love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, Chadley. I love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy. Come back next week.
See you next week. Bye.